To Be Hero X episode 22 is unforgettable to a nice fan, so of course I'll be talking a lot about him, more than necessary. If you had seen these scenes from Nice's music video before watching episode 22, you most likely also already saw this scene coming. There had always been hints of him being manipulated like a puppet from promotional videos and pictures, and actually, even on as early as episode 1. It's so interesting that Nice is being associated to ballet. After all, ballet is also being associated with perfectionism, as everything should be balanced, elegant, beautiful, and so on. And when I looked into the dark side of ballet, I learned that apparently some dancers suffer through obsessive compulsive disorder and depression. Sounds familiar, right? I've also learned that long ago, some ballet dancers needed to become mistresses of certain sponsors in order to continue dancing. A sponsor that they have no choice but to please. Another thing that sounds familiar, right? Oh, this is giving me the chills. Shangde keeps on saying that he doesn't want Nice acting like just an ornamental piece, but he sure is treating him like one. The same applies to Nice's fans in the series. I saw a lot of people in our world being proud of this fangirl who kept on supporting Nice, although everyone else was rooting for Dragon Boy. One of the civilians mentioned that she was most likely blinded by his beauty. And I think there's actually some truth in that. After all, where were the original Nice fans when they all switched to Linling in the first arc? It's giving the impression that, in universe, most, if not all of Nice's fans are either blinded by his beauty or had only adored him for his love story. Nice was being treated like a doll that has to look pretty all the time, and its owners will be moving it around as they please, praising its beauty at the same time. But that doll is being dragged around by so many, and it's being ripped apart, literally. Nice has no control of his life, and unfortunately, he has somewhat dragged his best friend into the same miserable life too. But there is one person that can still make Nice human again, and of course, I'm referring to Smile. Nice is used to following orders, Shangte's orders in particular, or anything related to what Shangte or his fans would have wanted. So, when he arrived on the scene with Dragon Boy and Smile, Nice still stayed in place. Still the same as what Shangte instructed him. However, things changed when Smile talked to him. He started to see that he actually has another choice. But that caused him to struggle so much internally just to make a choice. And how proud we are that even being blinded by Shangta's strings for so long, upon hearing Smile's voice, slowly but surely, Nice was able to do what he really wanted to do himself. And that is, of course, to help Hero Smile. But he absolutely didn't expect that on the first time he went against Shangte's order, and the first time he chose what he thinks is good from the bottom of his heart, turned out to be the wrong choice. As soon as Smile had been completely consumed by fear, he immediately attacked Nice. But it's a little strange. I mean, why did he have to look back? Dragon Boy was the one who just attacked him, right? So why did evil Smile bother to look back and see Nice? Well, my guess is that he was still thinking about Nice. The real him might be trying to tell Nice that he's fine, but he was doing the opposite in reality. Or maybe I'm just imagining things to torment myself. Anyway, when Smile attacked him, Nice never fought back. Not even once. He either just blocked or evaded them all, and he did it so perfectly. Well, almost. Then, on this scene wherein people are confused why Nice was just standing when Evil Smile had been stomping on Dragon Boy, we know that Nice couldn't stop Evil Smile because he simply can't hurt his idol in any way. It was also painful for him to see his idol turn evil, but there's nothing he could do. So the most that he could do is to at least not look. But when Evil Smile was defeated, see the horror on Nice's eyes? So even if Smile has turned evil, it still pains Nice to see his idol get hurt. Seeing Smile down is when Nice started to get angry, and that's when his fight with Dragon Boy started. Although Nice has super strength, there's still a huge power gap between him and Dragon Boy, much more when Dragon Boy has powered up that he turned into his black version. Interestingly, Nice's power up is the opposite. So if Dragon Boy's Super Saiyan-like mode is by becoming darker, with Nice, it's a magical girl-like mode that makes him glow brighter. This is like a battle between a shonen and a shoujo protagonist. It's so cute. Anyway, back on topic. Nice must have been hurt very, very badly after Evil Smile's attack, and he got hurt worse while fighting Dragon Boy. But even when he's so afraid, even when he's been throwing up blood, and even if he had fallen down multiple times, Nice still didn't give up and kept on fighting. And that is so remarkable for a guy who ranks 3 levels lower than his opponent and is even more used to staged fights than actual battles. But no matter how impressive Nice had been, he still would definitely have been a goner if X didn't save him. A goner, like what Hero Smile had become. Oh no! I was perfectly fine when I was watching this scene. That part when Nice realized that Smile was gone, and those tears fell down from his eyes, and when he slowly fell on his knees, looking at his hands like blaming himself about what he had done, and grabbing his hair and started wailing and oh my god, my baby! You shouldn't ask me how many times I replayed this part. I lost count anyway. In any case, now that we know what happened during the Smile incident, why Nice did this in episode 1 makes a lot of sense now. Or maybe there's more to it than what it seemed. I'm happy that we'll be seeing Nice again on the next episode. But if this scene had happened after the Smile incident, then it doesn't make sense to me. I don't know. It doesn't look like Nice's genuine smile. The original looked much softer, and this Nice sounded so kind. It didn't feel like original Nice to me. So the delusional me is thinking that he might be Linling, the Linling before the kidnapping of Moon happened. Or maybe I'm just desperate to see Linling again. But whichever Nice this is, I will still be happy. So, how about you? What are your thoughts about Nice? And about this video, it's supposed to be a part of a general To Be Hero X episode 22 commentary, but I had too much to say about Dragon Boy, X, and of course, Nice. Actually, this Hero Nice version you're watching right now was originally planned to be released first, but it took me a while to recover. So, whether you agree with the things I said in this video or not, or if you're not too bothered about my obsession with Nice at least, I would appreciate it if you click the like button. That always motivates me to create more To Be Hero X content. And as always, thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you again. Take care!